playing not just his normal position of stand-up outside linebacker, but down defensive end. So he had to incorporate
Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Russell Wilson. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time. The game flows through him. If he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
This is fielded a couple yards deep.
Here we go, set. 6-6, pull it high, 18 Gator. I'm coming!
A first carry for the Hall of Famer, Marcus Allen. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. On 2nd down, it's Allen. And they get him down, but not
He's one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that can...
So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 45-yard line. They'll run with Allen. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And down to the set. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation. We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. Again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. Here's the first carry now for Todd Gurley. And that'll get him driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, but now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, what's the head coach thinking?
And that is caught. Touchdown, Indianapolis. They'll run on first down. Jackson, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Anthony Barr got a real education at UCLA in playing not just his normal position of stand-up outside linebacker, but down defensive end. So he had to incorporate
Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Russell Wilson, 76 yards, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter.
I think the key to that play was them understanding and knowing that once the ball was out, they were still eligible to pick it up and carry it.
Yeah, there was some standing and some staring on the wrong side of the football there, wasn't it? The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And it's a unit last drive. They did it all on the ground, Charles.
And they controlled it from the intent, lead runners, anything that you have possible to get in front and keep the ball moving.
And now the defense may be looking out for a pass coming up. On 2nd down now, it's Allen. Call it about a gain of 3, and they'll be looking at a 3rd and 7 coming up. To throw on 3rd down, Graham. And that is incomplete. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. Kirk now, the return man. A very good return. That offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown. Now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out.
Check 55 to Mike. I got you, son. I got you. You're all mine. You're all mine, baby.
They'll throw on first down with Wilson. Steps away to his left. That's complete. It's Kyle Juszczyk on the move on first down. On the run, this is Jackson. They go play action now. Wilson. Throw left side, completion to Rice. And after one.
Get ready, get ready, get ready.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. He pushes forward for maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on second and goal.
The 6-yard line.
They run with Jackson out of the gun. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Out there at the line, ready for their next drive. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end.
1 point, they continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks.
And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. DeAndre Hopkins. 30. Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. There have been points on the board. We just saw back-to-back touchdown drives. I love it. I'm high-fiving our statistician, Christian McLeod, and you're angry. You're a defensive guy.
If you met one of my defensive coordinators, God rest his soul, I'm surprised he isn't in this booth right now. Fashion, kicking game, defense, field position, and we're getting an up and down the field game here.
I'll take it. Where's his tombstone?
Boot Hill, baby.
And he's able to a gain of 5, good enough for the first down. From the 32 now, here's first and 10. Here's Jackson. Takes this one across.
Gotta go, in and out, go.
On second down, it's Jackson. Out of the pickup there, and it'll bring up a third down. On third down, Jackson. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. A reminder coming up here at halftime, we'll ship you off to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman will have first-half highlights and analysis from a back-and-forth first half that we've seen. And he's got a first down as he's up to the 48. A big first-half highlights and analysis on this drive so far. It's first and 10. Now they'll throw it with Wilson. Over the middle, that's caught by Rice. On first down, it's Jackson. 2-yard and an 8.
Second and 8 at the 35-yard line.
Now a give, right side. Jackson. Now third.
The edge.
Check, 43. Man, I got you. Man, I got you. Watch the ship. Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship. Watch the ship.
On third down, Wilson. Man open, Rice. Yeah.
Let's go deep, tighten up. Let's go deep, tighten up.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And they get him down at the 1. Second and goal from the 1. They'll try to run this one in. And he is in. Touchdown, Miami. Start their next drive. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play, because if you think about trying to fool them, they're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
On first and 10, Graham. And that will be incomplete. Should be the final play before the quarter ends. A final shot before break. Graham, he'll set up the screen to Marcus Allen. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. Down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And the ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown, Touchdown. Not sure it could be much better than that. They've got to feel very good about the groove that they're in at this stage of the game.
A little bit of daylight on some options on second and short.
Let's get it. 43 is the mic.
They'll run again with Jackson.
Go, 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 run.
Forward philosophy at this point going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
Switch up.
They run on first down with Jackson. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9.
Lay down. Switch. Go.
It's a gain of 9.
On second down, this is Jackson. And he'll get it down to the...
You don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground. He's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
They'll run on first down. It's Jackson.
Brings up second and 11.
On second and 11 now. Wilson. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up third.
A great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
Wilson to throw on third down. And Jeffrey's got it. And he's going to get there. On first down, it's Jackson. And he was able to shoot.
Second and 7 at the 26-yard line.
They'll keep it on the ground. Jackson. And some room to maneuver. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Dolphins are able to extend that advantage. A good, sustained drive there in this third quarter, capping it off with a touchdown to give them a nice 2-score advantage.
It was actually a
Next drive, and their halftime hole now even deeper. They need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, their judgment. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
Back to throw now on second and 10. Open man right side is his running back. It's complete downfield. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That one good for 26 and a first down.
You better be afraid of me.
Throwing on first down, Graham. Now he'll escape. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield.
Because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. They stay on the ground with Allen. And he's going to be taken down here, still a couple yards short of the first. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up the 4th down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you...
90 volts, 80 weapons.
Coming after you. I'm coming after you.
On first down, Graham. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 42 as they come up second and 10.
You must be getting tired of seeing me.
To throw again, Graham. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Work to do, trailing here as we begin the 4th quarter. This quarterback now, 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Boy, no.
21-yard line.
Hey, Haywood.
Mike 5-4. Mike 5-4.
Yeah.
From the gun, Graham. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Tricks here after 1st and 2nd down. Went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. That's going to be caught. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Gotta love the catch. I think you gotta love the gloves as well.
Yeah, these one-handed catches, that was great, and they're fun. They become a little more ho-hum right there.
Yeah, they really are. And I know that it sounds like we're taking credit away from the guys, and we don't mean that.
2nd and goal from the 1. 2nd and 1. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. Reggie White on the sack there, showing the explosiveness that led him to the Hall of Fame. From the gun on third down, Graham. And that's knocked away. And
all spot on. How about the execution of that defense right there? Zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed. And he's got his. This will be taken in at the 1. And not a particularly good return here. Up there at the line, ready for their next drive. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand-new ball game. And now look at the situation. You got plenty of time on the clock. Defense, or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservative. We need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you got another thing coming.
Yeah, and by the way, I'll see you back in. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. And boy, is he close. Did he get there? No, they're going to say he's short of the line to gain. So nursing a slim lead, and that is the opposite of protecting that slim lead.
All I can think here is that head coach, he knows more about what's going on with his team than we do. He must know something. There's an explanation in there that we're going to ask for after the game, because in this situation, I wouldn't have done that in normal circumstances, but maybe he thought.
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Jalen Ramsey with a sack on the corner blitz. Back to throw. And he can't get a throw away.
Pass rush has been demonstrated time and time again.
He'll look to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
Now they go, and the Dolphins' defense is able to hold. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They run the counter. Jackson, 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. They'll run here with
the game.
Rip left, rip left.
14, front it.
On 3rd down. It's Jackson. Takes it in for the score on the game's final play, so it doesn't affect the outcome, but a little whipped cream on top to their ending.
Or as our friends in Bayou Country would say, that's a little lagniappe, a little extra on top.
Bryant's extra point up and good, and the lead now up to 14. So a victory here for the Miami Dolphins. And you look back over the score sheet, interesting. A very clean game, no turnovers by either side.
An absolute rarity when we watch games now, because defenses have put such an emphasis on taking the ball away. Well, what we saw here was offenses spending their time saying, look, you know they're coming for it. Ball security is paramount. So they worked on that, not just a week of practice, but I'm sure all during training camp. Make sure when you have it, tuck it away, because danger lurks everywhere you turn.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. The Dolphins are winners here as we say so long from South Florida.